Happy New Year, Gemini. Let's see what messages want to come through for you. This deck doesn't want to shuffle. All right, let's try. Messages for Gemini, please. What lights you up? What lights you up? Don't dim to fit in. The protection at the bottom of the deck. Gemini, there's something that you crave. There's something that really speaks to you, but it requires you to take up space. It requires you to shine your light, and that might freak you out a little bit. That might make you feel exposed, vulnerable. It makes you feel seen, and maybe that's something you aren't the most comfortable with. Maybe you've experienced situations in the past where you had to shrink yourself, or you had to hold back from truly being your most authentic self. But there's something that has struck you. There's something that lights you up, and the universe is really guiding you towards exploring it further. And instead of shrinking yourself down or playing it safe or playing it small or not trying to step on anybody's toes, like, universe is really wanting you to like level up and take the lead or take this next step, and to not put so much value in what others think of you or how people perceive you even, right? No more playing it safe, no more playing it small. 2026, we getting places, we going far. We move in mountains, okay? So there's something that lights you up, and you are being guided towards pursuing it. And don't worry about the rest. Don't worry about how the world may view you, or how your friends, your family, your partner, like how others may perceive you in regards to you following this gift, this passion, or by you making this move, like going down this road, this adventure. It's like, it might be revealing to you of who deserves your company, who deserves to have access to you, right? Protection at the bottom. Call back your power, cut the cords, and soul retrieval. By you pursuing this thing, by you putting yourself out there, showing this gift that you have, putting everyone's judgments aside, putting that on the back burner, and fully believing in yourself. It's revealing to you of who doesn't belong and who you need to steer clear from. So that could be very eye-opening for you. But you don't want to shrink yourself anymore. You don't want to play it small or play it safe or play it hush-hush. No more of that. No more of that. All right, tell me more. What's going on for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Show me clearly, what do my Geminis need to know in regards to everything happening? Page of Pentacles. And the Hangman, along with Nine of Cups. Those came out together, so I will keep that together. What's going on for Gemini? Knight of Cups. We have the Hierophant, this fellow on top of the Knight of Cups, and it's the Queen of Wands. And let's see, it's at the bottom, Ten of Pentacles. Interesting. You have Taurus energy and Pisces energy coming through in your reading, so you may have those placements, or you could be dealing with somebody with those signs. You have this offer that's coming in, / you have discovered something, a passion, a skill, a gift, a calling, right? What lights you up? We see in the background of this card, there's this dog. He's digging up a bone. He's got a scent. He's on a trail. He's found something of value to him. Maybe it's even something that you put on the back burner, or something that you had either procrastinated on, or you didn't have the right opportunity, like the right timing, the right equipment, the tools, you didn't have that, or the financial support. Like, there is something that you may have had to like bury for later. And well, later has come. It's here now. The opportunity is here now. Like the moment you've been waiting for. Now it's time for you to dig this back up, right? You put it, you buried it beneath, below, deep below. Now it's time for you to retrieve It's time for you to receive. It's time for you to give this a go. Give it a second go for some of you. This is a second chance, a second go round. This time will be different. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment energy. I mean, the hopes that you have are very high because you know what you're capable of. You know what you're able to achieve. You know what it takes, and you have what it takes. And there's some sort of mission your soul has unlocked, and you're ready for this. You've done enough reflection. You've done a lot of introspection, and you've been challenging your beliefs and how you view yourself, how you look at the world. You've been going through such an energetic upgrade. A lot of energetic clearing, karmic clearing, just really removing all blockages here that were getting in the way. This feels like preserving as well, right? Preserving some sort of wish or dream or desire. Again, the bone you buried for later. Oh, I don't want it now. I'm gonna bury this for later. But when later comes around, that's the first thing I'm going to. That's the first thing. That's the first person I'm calling up. That's the first place I'm gonna go. Like there's something here you put on the shelf or you put on the back burner, and now it's time to make that the main focus. It's time to make it the main goal. And you have a different approach than how you would have in the past, or it's showing that the way you're going about this is different, and that is going to be the key. That's like the key to your breakthrough. Whatever this is, though, I would say you're keeping it to yourself. You're not revealing everything all at once, kind of keeping this to your chest. There's something that you're very protective over, and for good reason. So I can't remember if the Queen of Wands fell out on the Hangman or the Knight of Cups. I can't remember. Was it between? I think it was between. I can't remember now. But we'll get to that in a second, because then we have the Knight of Cups. So for some, this could be in terms of a relationship that has begun. There could be someone that has recently entered your life, or you're about to meet somebody who holds this potential of like something long term, right? The next card is a Hierophant. So it does not surprise me if you are finding yourself in a committed relationship by the end of this month. If that's your intention, if you are putting yourself out there, right? What lights you up? What lights you up? There's someone that is lighting up your soul, lighting up your heart. It's like there's sparks, there's this connection, there's this chemistry. So follow your heart, right? Knight of Cups, follow your heart. Follow what feels good. Follow what makes your heart go pitter-patter with the Queen of Wands, right? Knight of Cups and the Queen of Wands. This is someone you have a strong attraction to. There's like this magnetic pull, this magnetic force that is pulling you closer, pulling you in. This is something that you're calling in. This is something you've been attracting using like law of attraction, just like a high vibration that you've been embodying. Knight of Cups and the Hierophant. Some of you have found your lifelong partner, someone that you will spend the rest of your life with. This could be someone you end up having children with, you get married to, or you start a business with. If this isn't romantic, right? If it isn't romantic, for those not in that boat, I am seeing, though, someone who shares the same values, the same desires, the same wants, like almost like the same brain. You share such a similar outlook on life, and you click instantly, and you're able to also help teach and guide each other to being like your best selves. So this could even be like for those that this is either romance, I'm seeing this is business, I'm also seeing friendship as well. So that's really amazing. 10 of Pentacles is at the bottom. That's where we stopped pulling cards. 10 of Pentacles, the 8 of Swords, the 8 of Pentacles, also the 5 of Wands. There is this there is a bit of a scrambled or anxious, nervous energy where it's like, we look at this 8 of Pentacles and it's almost like he's like, oh, I gotta save this for later. It's not like your traditional 8 of Pentacles. It's like, okay, consistency, effort, dedication, motivation. Like this is more of like, I don't know why it makes me think of the 4 of Pentacles, the energy of like withholding, or like we see he's like, oh, I gotta save this for later so it doesn't get ruined. It's like there's some part of you that is trying to like contain yourself or contain your excitement, or there's some part of you that's in your head or worrying about this. 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords. You're like, is this really safe, or is this the real deal? Is this literally happening? There's some part of you that has doubts, or you're worried it's going to just go up in flames. And then when we look at the Eight of Swords, the 8 of Pentacles, it's like, well, there's all this fire, but then in the Pentacles, it's raining. So it's like, well, the rain will put out the fire. So like whatever worries or doubts or insecurities that are being brought up, it's like you're protecting yourself from letting that interfere or get in the way or create like this sabotage-y experience. So no self-sabotaging over here, right? That's where that whole fear of like, oh, I don't want to be rejected, or I don't want others to think badly of me, or this whole shrinking of yourself. I don't want to come across too intense, too much. Well, if they think you're too much, they can go find less, right? They can go find less. So we're gonna clarify and go deeper into all this stuff because it's a lot. Starting off with this Page of Pentacles for Gemini. Why is the Page of Pentacles here for Gemini? Some of you have started a new job, though. Or you may be thinking about branching your business, if you have one, or you're thinking about starting a business. Knight of Swords could be through social media, through like an online shop. I'm seeing something that's like picking up very quick and rapidly, and maybe even a like something that kind of comes up out of the blue, random impulse, like, you know, you just think, oh, fuck it, why not? And then it turns out like this is your life calling, this is your life path, this is your soul's mission. We do have the 6 of Cups at the bottom, which does tell me, again, it's like something you had put on the back burner, or something you saved for a later date. That later date is here. It's here now. This is what you had been like praying for. You know, life is short. You never know when your last day is. Live life to the fullest. And I think, you know, it's 2026. More than halfway to 2050. We're getting closer to 2030 than we were 2020. So it's like time is going to pass regardless. So you have the opportunity presenting itself, or you have that calling, you have that thought. You're like, maybe I should try this thing. Maybe I should give this a chance. Maybe I should reach out. Maybe I should go here. Follow that instinct because it's leading you somewhere so important for your journey. You need to do this. You need to do this. Okay. And I feel like, again, the 6 of Cups is like, this is a dream you've had for a very long time. This is something that your past self dreamt of, or you prayed for. This is something you always wanted as a child or growing up, or when you're a young adult. It's like, this is unlocking a dream that you've wished for a very, very, very long time. Woo. Okay. 9 of Cups. Why is the 9 of Cups here? But you might get some sort of news or like information that kind of stops you in your tracks, you know? It might be something that takes you by surprise or exceeds your hopes and desires. 9 of Cups for Gemini. We have Death. So this is like going to change your life. This is truly going to change your life. I mean, there is something that's coming to an end, Death, and then the 10 of Swords. There is something that is finished or done. It's like the end of an era, the end of your suffering, actually. I'm seeing like if you found yourself in some really shitty situations, I just see like this is the point of no return. You're like, I'm tired of this. I'm done having this experience. I'm done living this story or telling myself this story, playing it out over and over and over. I have a choice here. I get to choose my destiny. I get to choose what I desire, what I want to experience in my life. Emperor to the 2 of Pentacles. Like, you're making boss moves. You're making significant choices. You're making changes, though. You're not just sitting around waiting for life to bring you this opportunity. I feel like you're creating this new life for yourself. You're like, okay, I have this desire. I have this want. It comes down to me. Like, no one's going to save me. No one's going to push me. No one's going to tell me what to do. It comes down to me. I have to be willing to take this next step forwards. Even if it scares the crap out of me, I have to be brave to do this. And, my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. This is the turning point, right? This is that turning point that you're finally like ready and prepared for. So let's see why the Hangman is here. Some of you are dealing with a Scorpio or have Scorpio placements. Tell me about the Hangman for Gemini. We have the Sun in the reverse. At the bottom, we have Justice. It's so interesting because, you know, all the situations that you went through that were not so fun, not very enjoyable, it did not bring you pleasure, or things that ended too short, seemed too good to be true, missed opportunities. But this is something you are reflecting on, right? This is something that you are finally turning to the next page. Instead of rereading and telling yourself the same old story and remembering of what happened and just staying stuck in the past and staying stuck in this energy of misery or hopelessness. It's like there's illumination here, right? This is this huge awakening that you're going through, this process, and it hasn't been easy. We have Justice, Eight of Swords, Five of Cups. Like this is like that mental battle, this mental inner struggle that you've had to confront, that you've had to look at dead in the eye, look at yourself in the mirror and like really make some changes, right? You were thinking in a limited way and perhaps you felt unworthy or undeserving of good things, but not anymore. Like you're working on flipping the script. Justice and Sun in the reverse. These setbacks, these losses, these betrayals, these endings, these misfortunate events that took place. It's like, well, when we look at this card, we have it's Justice, but the wheel, right? The wheel is above her head. It's like things are finally turning in your favor. It's like this timeline shift that you're going through. And it's like after all this gray cloudiness and stormy weather, is that breakthrough where the sun starts to peek through and there's a rainbow. It's like you can't have a rainbow without a little rain, that sort of thing. And so the gratitude that you have for those experiences that got you here, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. So it doesn't matter how long it took for you to get here. It's irrelevant. You're here now. And that's what you're focusing on. So let's take a look into this Knight of Cups for Gemini. Knight of Cups for Gemini. Let's see. Six of Swords. There is someone coming towards you. Ooh, the Chariot at the bottom. So you got a Cancerian coming on in. But there seems to be someone that is wanting to take a relationship with you to the next level. There's someone who sees the value in your connection, sees who you are as a person, and wants to have more of that, or wants that to be more of like a focus or more of a priority or more of a consistent thing in their life. And so this is also someone who's willing to cross troubled waters with you, someone who is willing to go through the lows and the highs just to be with you, just to do life together. This is that energy of like having a shared experience and not being alone. Like we look at this Six of Swords, right? There's two people and we got like a supportive team group effort sort of energy, right? Chariot, the Five of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. Like this could be someone who is helping you out in a financial situation, or like this could be someone who helps you get out of your shell. If you've been in hermit mode, if you've been in isolation, if you've been really keeping to yourself, you've been avoiding danger, or you've been avoiding a situation that makes you feel exposed, right? Well, this is something that is pulling you out of your comfort zone. And I am actually seeing moving for some of you. This is like so off topic, but the Chariot, even this Five of Pentacles, just the way it's like some of you could be moving, or you're like selling your house, selling your home, your apartment, or I see like you could be moving away from being in a tricky financial spot in your life, and you're finally free from like all this baggage or financial debt. Like that's another thing I'm seeing here. So Whoa. Okay. And the Hierophant. Let's take a look into the Hierophant here. For Gemini, show me clearly, why is the Hierophant coming out for Gemini? Seven of Cups. And the Moon at the bottom. So this is between you and others. This is where, like, there needs to be some sort of understanding of your intentions. Like, if we're talking about a relationship, right? The Knight of Cups, the Hierophant, but then the Seven of Cups. It's like, get clear with what you both want and making sure that you're on the same page, making sure your expectations for the relationship or what this is, right? If it's business related, if this is romantic, if this is just casual, if this is something that's more like serious, more long term, like making sure you and whoever you're dealing with, you are on the same page, because that Seven of Cups can bring in like distortions or even illusions or a bit of a foggy, uncertain energy. Now we look at this Seven of Cups, there is a turtle here, which could be saying like you might want to like ease your way into this or take things slowly. Hierophant and then the Moon. There's this hidden aspect. There's something that seems, let's see, Moon, the Emperor, and the Two of Wands. This just feels like more of the unknown of what lies ahead. So needing to get clear with what it is that you want to come out of this. What do you want to experience from this situation? What's the experience you would like to have? Because you have options. You got plenty of options available here. But what one, out of all the potential timelines, all the potential paths, what one speaks truest to you? Which one of these cups lights you up the most, you know? And so your intuition is going to pull very strongly towards what that is. And it might not make sense to anybody else. It might not make sense to your friends, your family. It doesn't matter, right? You have to listen to your soul. You got to listen to your soul. Moon, the Emperor, and the Two of Wands. Like, the ball is in your court. And then I'm hearing, like, you can't mess up what's meant for you. What's meant for you will never pass you by. But you do have an important decision to make. And it's important you honor yourself, you trust your instincts, you listen to your soul. Listen to your soul, okay? But choose wisely. Wow. Okay. Let me wrap this up with some animal cards and see where you're going. Where is Gemini headed? What is next for Gemini? What is next for Gemini? We have the snake in the reverse and the crow. I don't normally really read the animal cards in reverse though, but this is like that shedding of dead skin. So we just came out of the, well, technically speaking, we still are in the year of the snake, because that's like Chinese zodiac. It hasn't been like the new lunar year. I think that is in like February, March. I'm not really up to date with when that is, but technically speaking, I know I posted about this on my community, be like year of the horse, but like technically speaking, we're still in year of the snake until Chinese New Year. Then it's the year of the fucking horse, right? So this is like that final clearing, final purging, final releasing of any blockages, any doubts, any insecurities, anything that's been holding you back, okay? I'm also seeing like energetic blockages that have been even stored in your body, right? Our body carries so much energy, even in our hair. Hell, I need to trim my dead ends. They need it. But like, our body stores energy, our body stores trauma, pain, heavy emotions that we suppressed. So there's certain activities or I don't know why I said activities. There's certain actions, sure, that you can do for yourself to help clear those blockages. And maybe if you've been like sick, if you've been under the weather, if you've been having shoulder pain, if you've been having hip pain, or, and I ain't no doctor, but like, y'all, everything's connected. Give yourself a foot massage. Reflexology is real. It's so crazy. Everything is connected. Massage your feet or get a foot massage. Go get a pedicure or some shit. But like, seriously, I highly recommend, because obviously it's not going to probably fix everything, but everything's connected. So if you can kind of work that energy out, get a massage, y'all. Massage yourself, whatever. Drink a lot of water, lemon water. It's really good for clearing and purging and purifying all that yucky, stored up energy and fluids in the body. Okay, anyways, I ain't no doctor, but like, this is a huge purifying, clearing, cleansing, releasing energy. That this is what you're embodying. This is what's next for you. This is what you can expect over the next couple of like days, next couple of weeks, is just getting back on track, getting back in alignment with like your soul's mission, your calling, your desires, especially if you felt off track. Okay, if you felt a bit foggy when it comes to connecting with your intuition, when it comes to your sixth sense, your third eye, there's been a bit of a block or a disconnect. This is about you getting into some sort of practice that helps you re-solidify the connection with spirit. It's always there. It's never lost. It's never been severed, but maybe there's just been so much distraction or hustle, outside noise that's been kind of pulling you away from your own connection to source, your own connection to the divine. So I'm seeing here, this is you. It's like this is your own little Hierophant moment, right? Hierophant coming out in this reading anyways. It's like this is that self-discovery, self-reflection, growth, new knowledge, new experiences that help you ascend to higher levels and better experiences. And yeah, you might be getting some downloads, some energetic downloads of what's ahead, or what you're being prepared for, or what to keep your eyes peeled and, be like 3 steps ahead, 5 steps ahead, 10 steps ahead. Why not? There's some people that are stuck in their ways. It's not up to you to pull them out of their habits, right? You might be witnessing some people around you. And didn't we talk about that at the beginning of this reading? The protection card, that there may be some realizations about some of the individuals in your life that maybe y'all just aren't on the same page, or you're not quite a fit, or you may realize, oh, I can't be myself fully around you. I have to shrink myself, or I have to hold back from my most authentic truth, So this might be something that is being awakened, where it's like, okay, like, I can't help you, I can't change you, I can't fix you. It's not my business, it's not my problem. So I have to take a step back, or I have to like love from afar. There seems to be a shedding, right? There seems to be a clearing, a very hefty clearing that's taken place. And so that is something to embrace rather than resist. And yeah, it just feels like cleanup. Energetic clearing up, spiritual cleanup, and even some stuff in the physical. The Lamb, it's a quiet, subtle, gentle, inner knowing, and at peace sort of vibe. So it seems like despite everything that you're dealing with, whatever things that are being brought up, any worries or doubts or any of that, it's deep down in your soul, everything's working out for you. Everything is doing what it needs to do. Everything's getting done the way it needs to. So don't get yourself all worked up or stressed. Everything's being fine / going to get even better. Okay. So that is what I got for you, Gemini. But I hope you found this insightful, and I hope that you enjoyed. I miss you guys so much. Private readings are back and available. I will be getting back to anybody who sent requests over the holiday. I'll get back to your message. Thank you for your patience. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you, and I hope you had a beautiful holiday season. I wish you guys an amazing new year, amazing 2026, full of so much love and blessings, and I hope you stay safe, and I hope that you make this year the best fucking year that you've had so far, all right? So I will let y'all go. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you later. Bye.